welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The sure hands, it's Nixon. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the...
Turning it on! He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
passing game, very effective on second down. What about here on third? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Here's the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters.
There he goes. Quick step and go. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
It's 1st down from the 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He breaks a tackle. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Irish!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fields. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking for room, it's Love. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Under fire. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Love. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Trying to surge it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Charlotte. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Ross Simmons. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. The big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Gill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field, and it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this offense, unfortunately, finishing like they've played all game long, struggling to put points on the board. Another turnover here late in the football game, and I think people are starting to go ahead and exit the aisles and take on off out of here.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Snags it on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 15, and Syracuse offense will take
His drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Using his legs, it's Love. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They'll go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.